the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rob Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
PBBM directs AFP to bolster cybersecurity in the Philippines. 8th Infantry Division reports 36 Samar rebels neutralized in 2 months. More than 4,000 families celebrate Christmas in evacuation centers after Canlaon eruption. PBBM to sign 2025 budget bill on December 30.
Good day, everyone, as well as our troops at Camp Emilio Aguinaldo, Quezon City. Today is Thursday, December 26, and we will bring you the latest news from the armed forces and other information around the Philippines. In behalf of Rob Suzon, this is Joyce Imbahon for AFP Community News.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. directed the Armed Forces of the Philippines to strengthen the country's cybersecurity. According to AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr., President Marcos emphasized the cybersecurity threat and directed the AFP to protect not just the military cyber command, but also the nation's broader cybersecurity landscape. General Browner added that this also includes threat posed by illegal Philippine offshore gaming operators and the issue of espionage or the spying activities of foreign rivals. Meanwhile, on November, the National Intelligence Coordinating Agency confirmed that China's espionage activities in the country have been widespread and that it has been monitoring Chinese hackers known as Advanced Persistent Threat Groups, whose targets include not only the government but also the private sector.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And the 8th Infantry Division reported that at least 36 members of the New People's Army in Samar provinces have been neutralized between October and November this year. According to 8ID, from October 1 to November 20, the communist terrorist group lost its strength after 26 clashes in Samar Island. Of the said 36 NPA members, 15 were killed, 3 apprehended, and 18 who surrendered. Meanwhile, 8ID Commander Major General Adonis Ariel Oreo Philippine Army commended and credited accomplishments to the members of the unit and the Joint Task Force Storm and the collective efforts of the different government agencies and the support of the local communities.
DWDD Armed Forces News. Armed Forces Radio.
For other updates, let us hear the details about 8ID sustains gains against communist terrorists in Eastern Visayas. Go ahead, Jimboy.
Yes, Jai, the 8th Infantry Stormtroopers Division Philippine Army achieved significant success in 2024 against the communist terrorist group in Eastern Visayas. 8ID's operation resulting in the neutralization of high-value individual and key leaders, the seizure of firearms and other war materials, delivering decisive blow against the CTGs in the region. From January to date, 8ID's troops engaged in 93 armed encounters across the region, resulting in the neutralization of 41 CTGs members, 2 of which are HBI, and 6 key leaders, the recovery of 75 firearms, 48 international humanitarian law, 1 anti-personnel mine, and the seizure of 143 NPA layers, additional weapon from armed caches and surrenders. Meanwhile, among significant accomplishments in 2024 is the dismantling of the Apoy and Buksong platoon of the Sub-Regional Committee SRC, Sesame Eastern Visayas Regional Party Committee. This is Jimboy reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jimboy.
DWDD Armed Forces
And the 4th Special Forces Battalion organized the oath-taking ceremony and gala night for the Youth for Peace Movement Basilan at Basilan State College Amphitheater. The event, with a theme A Night of Promise, Seeds of Hope, Bright Horizon, brought together 6 active chapters from across the province, symbolizing a growing commitment to peace building and mutual understanding in Basilan. Highlight of the event was a message from Brigadier General Alvin V. Luzon, Philippine Army, commander of the 101st Infantry 3 Red Arrows Brigade, delivered by Lieutenant Colonel Adolf Ian M. Garceron, commanding officer of the 4th Special Forces Battalion. Moreover, the ceremony was attended by different key leaders, supporters, representatives from local government units, Coast Guard Station Isabela, and other partner organizations. And the 94th Infantry Battalion assisted the Youth for Peace Movement Youth Leadership Summit in conducting a Christmas gift giving and feeding program in Sitio Canluque, Barangay Mahalang, Himamaylan City. The activity, with the theme YPFM, YLS, Promoting Love, Peace and Unity as a strong foundation of society, one child, one smile at a time, aims to bring happiness, joy, and help to 120 children and families of the said place. 94th IB Commanding Officer Lieutenant Colonel Zayfred D. Tayawan, Philippine Army, reaffirmed the unit's commitment in supporting activities that brings love, peace, and unity to families in the community.
DWDD Armed Forces News. Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let us hear more from JR about Army assists family of deceased NPA in Occidental Mindoro. JR?
Troops from 1st Company of 2nd Civil Military Operations Battalion and 76th Infantry Battalion assisted in the burial of the slain New People's Army member in the Punluan, Occidental Mindoro. Marefegayadan, also known Ka Agnes, was killed in the legitimate encounter between the 4th Infantry Battalion and NPA terrorists in Sitio Tinisan, Barangay San Vicente, Rojas, Oriental Mindoro. With the cooperation of the Army and the local government of the town of Punluan, Occidental Mindoro, Ka Agnes' remains were given a proper and peaceful burial at the native cemetery Sitio San Pablo, Barangay Alipaoy of the said town. Moreover, the Army leadership in the area reminded the remaining NPA members to surrender and return to the fold of the law. This is JR reporting for AFP Community News. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, JR. And the troops from the 20th Infantry Wheeled Battalion responded to the locals from the heavily flooded municipalities of Katubig and Las Navas, Northern Samar. The heavy rains brought by a low-pressure area caused significant flooding in various barangays of the said municipalities, rendering numerous families stranded and in immediate danger. Upon receiving the distress call, the 20th IB promptly activated its disaster response and rescue team and coordinated with local government units and other agencies to ensure a swift and efficient response. Meanwhile, individuals and families have been successfully rescued and provided with temporary shelter. And for our national news, the municipality of Baco in Oriental Mindoro has declared a state of calamity due to severe flooding caused by the tropical depression Rumina. The declaration will enable the local government to access emergency funds and resources to expedite recovery and rehabilitation efforts. This will also fast-track measures to prevent further damage and ensure the safety of the residents. Mayor Alan Roldan said that almost all barangays have been affected and people have failed to report for work due to flooding. And now let us hear a reporter on the ground about Task Force Davao. The CPO sees a 3.2 million pesos shabu in Davao City. Go on for the details, Leonor.
Troops from Task Force Davao and the Davao City Police Office seized 3,229,864 worth of suspect shabu in an intensified security checkpoint in Barangay Lacson, Calinan District, Davao City. The authorities at the AFP PNP Border Control Point intercepted the suspects, identified as Ronnie Ray Sumo Domingo, 38 years old, of Maramag Bukidnon, and Jim Gulapo Kagalawan, 29 years old, of Balingasag, Misamis Oriental, were traveling towards Davao City in a rented white Nissan Navara. 5 jumbo sachets containing approximately 474.98 grams of suspected shabu with an estimated street value of 3,229,864 and 10,000 in cash were recovered from said vehicle. Task Force Davao Commander Colonel Rodrigo Marinas Jr. commended the TFD and DCPO personnel and emphasized that these excessive drug seizures underscore the effectiveness of intensified checkpoint operations in Davao City. This is Leonor Tanap reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Leonor. And more than 4,400 families composed of 14,000 individuals were forced to stay in 32 evacuation centers amid the continuous rumblings of the Canlaon volcano in Negros Island. Both the national and local government units have been providing the basic needs of the evacuees, including food items and protection from the local security forces. But the Department of Health earlier reminded camp managers to be vigilant against potential food poisoning due to improper storage of food during the holiday season. Currently, the Task Force Canlaon has been conducting ocular inspections of potential sites for accommodating evacuees and assessing the needs of evacuation centers. And the Department of Social Welfare and Development, Caraga, has sent 7,600 family food packs for victims of the Canlaon volcano eruption in Negros Occidental. The SWD 13 Regional Information Officer Marco Davy Reyes said these are part of a coordinated efforts to provide essential food assistance to families in evacuation centers. He said these were sourced from DSWD Caraga warehouses to address the urgent needs of evacuees and will be replenished to continue supporting those in need. Reyes also assured the government that will continue helping those in need, especially during calamities. Let us hear more updates about 4th Mechanized Battalion conducts outreach program. Go ahead, Gina.
The 4th Mechanized Infantry Kalasag Battalion conducted an outreach program for the residents of Cayuntor, Causwagan, Lanao del Norte. The said program aimed at extending support and services to the residents, provided free haircuts and circumcision services from the 4th Mechanized Battalion, while the 1st Infantry Tabak Division dental team offered free dental services. Alpa Caparo distributed free ice cream and food packs. Pacific conducted free medical consultations and distributed eyeglasses and medicines. Members of the Inner Wheel Club LDN handed out gifts to residents, and the Masons contributed sacks of rice, ensuring that many families had sustenance for the holiday seasons. Meanwhile, the activity emphasized the commitment of the 4th Mechanized Infantry Battalion and its partners to fostering a sense of community and providing much-needed services to underprivileged areas. This is Gina reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Gina. And the FIVOX have warned about the potential danger of lahars in Albay as the shear line continues to bring heavy rainfall over Bicol region. Based on Pag-asa's weather advisory, moderate to heavy rainfall may continue to affect Albay. FIVOX warned that the continuous rains could trigger lahars in areas around Mayon volcano, potentially leading to hazardous muddy stream flows, runoff, and flooding in river channels. It added that the heavy rains could remobilize loose volcanic materials from January to March 2018 eruption.
DWDD National News.
A measure seeking a cost-free transport delivery of relief goods to areas declared in a state of calamity has passed the third reading at the House of Representatives. Camarines Sur Representative Luis Raymond Villafuerte said the bill would let the government partner with carriers or freight forwarders on the cost-free transport of relief goods to places that have been placed under a state of calamity. Villafuerte added that the measure will enhance the present quick response mechanism by ensuring the fast delivery of donated relief items.
DWDD. National News. Armed Forces Radio.
And we have a report coming in from 1st Civil Relations Group about 502nd Infantry Brigade receives prestigious Campaign Streamer Award. Go ahead, Meljoy.
Yes, good afternoon. The 502nd Infantry Brigade has been honored with its second Campaign Streamer Award in recognition of its remarkable achievements in ensuring peace and security in Cagayan Valley region. The award was presented by His Excellency President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, during the celebration of the AFP's 89th founding anniversary held at Camp General Emilio Aguinaldo. The prestigious Campaign Streamer Award acknowledges the brigade's pivotal role in the successful dismantling of Comiteng Probinsya Cagayan, Comiteng Rehiyon Cagayan Valley, which posed significant security challenges in the region. This milestone achievement marks a decisive victory in the collective effort to maintain peace and order, ensuring the safety and well-being of the local populace. This is the second Campaign Streamer Award received by the 502nd Infantry Brigade in less than a year. On January 15, 2024, the unit was similarly commended for its outstanding efforts in the dismantling of the Comiteng Probinsya Isabela, Comiteng Rehiyon Cagayan Valley. These accomplishments are the result of the brigade's focused military operation, unwavering commitment to the service, and close coordination with local stakeholders and communities. Brigadier General Eugene M. Mata, Philippine Army, commander of the 502nd Infantry Brigade, expressed deep gratitude for the recognition. The Campaign Streamer Award is a testament to the Armed Forces of the Philippines' intensified focus on achieving total victory against the communist terrorists, promoting peace-building initiatives, and fostering sustainable development across the country. This success underscores the effectiveness of the Armed Forces of the Philippines' holistic approach to end the local communist armed conflict. This is Mel Junesio Oroco reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Meljoy. About 50,000 people trooped to the ancestral home of the Duterte family during former President Rodrigo Duterte's annual gift giving at the Central Park subdivision in Bangkal in Davao City. The event was graced by the elder Duterte and her daughter, Vice President Sara Duterte, on Wednesday afternoon. The Davao City Police Office reported that the crowd reached around 50,000 in the afternoon, lining up since dawn to receive food bags, cash and gift check, and other gifts. Vice President Duterte participated in games and raffle alongside comedians and hosts. And President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. will sign the proposed 6.352 trillion pesos national budget for 2025 on Monday, December 30. Presidential Communications Office Secretary Cesar Chavez said the signing will be done after the Rizal Day program in Manila. PBBM was supposed to sign the budget measure last December 20 but deferred it, saying the bill needed further review. This was the first time Marcos took longer to enact the spending bill. More updates from Beth about 11th Infantry Division and PNP Holo conducted padjak sa pagbabago at tabang handog sa kapayapaan. Go ahead for the details, Beth.
Troops under the 11th Infantry Alakdan Division and the Philippine National Police Hulu conducted information and education campaign on peace and security and gift-giving event held at the Santa Nina Rasol Sports Complex ng Barangay San Raimundo. The activities with the theme Padyak sa Pagbabago at Atabang Handog sa Kapayapaan brought together 135 Kuway drivers and 95 peace and claimed people's organization. The event began with the film showing by the 15th CMO Battalion and the a first team of 11th Infantry Division and was followed by the engaging lectures from the Philippine National Police, Hulu, with the topics such as road safety, traffic, road management, and the ongoing campaign and against illegal drugs. Meanwhile, highlights of the program was the gift-giving ceremony by the 15th CMOB and 1103rd Infantry Brigade, where each Kuwai drivers and people received a sack of rice, a meaningful gesture under the sponsorship of Project Tabang. This is Bethanieta reporting for the AFP Community News, one AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Beth Tanete. And we have another update from Sena about Pamaskong Handog program to Typhoon Christine victims in Camarines Sur. Go ahead, Sena.
The 1st and 2nd CMO Company, together with 11 CMO Battalion, conducted Pamaskong Handog, a food pack distribution activity for families affected by Typhoon Christine in Barangay San Isidro and Barangay Santiago Old Nabua, Camarines Sur. Through the collaborative efforts of the 11 CMO Battalion, represented by Captain Fitzgerald Galango and their generous partners, AFP Malasakit in Humanity, God-Given Graces, Ayala Malls Verti Small Runners, Tropang Gala Hands of God Charity Work, Ditrio Trading, and K-Grain Trading Incorporated, this initiative successfully provided much-needed relief to more than 700 families. The food packs distributed aimed to ease the burden of those who suffered from the typhoon's impact, bringing not just essential supplies, but also the spirit of compassion and solidarity during the holiday season. The 9th CMO Battalion, under the leadership of Lieutenant Colonel Johnny Vidanias and its partner organizations, will actively provide humanitarian assistance and embody the true meaning of service of kindness during challenging times. This is Sana from Sulcom reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Sena. And the latest survey of Tangere showed growing public support for amending the Constitution's economic provisions. In the survey, 62.9% or 7 out of 10 responders favor economic reforms. Notably, 75% of respondents believe the reforms will create more jobs and reduce the prices of goods and services, while 73% foresees increase in salaries and work benefits. 72% also anticipate accelerated economic growth. And the Quezon City Jail male dormitory was placed on red alert status to ensure the law and order in the facility in this holiday season. QCJMD Warden Superintendent Warren M. Hieronymus said the move is a proactive measure as part of the BJMP's protocol to maintain a trouble-free jail facility. Under the red alert status, Hieronymus said a comprehensive personal accounting and rank inspection was conducted at the jail's open grounds. He added that this exercise was in observance of the Christmas season and to reinforce the commitment to heightened vigilance during the important period.
DWDD National News.
And for our final news, for the first time in more than a decade, the Veloso family spent their first Christmas together with Mary Jane Veloso in the Philippines. This was the family's second visit inside the correctional institution for women in Mandaluyong, where Veloso was detained since her arrival in the country last Wednesday. According to Celia Veloso, Mary Jane's mother, a total of 23 family members celebrated Christmas on Wednesday with Mary Jane. They include her 2 sons as well as Mary Jane's 3 sisters, grandparents, aunts, nieces, and nephews.
DWDD National News.
And that's all for today's broadcast. Thank you for joining us, especially to our audience at our Facebook page, AFP Radio DWDD. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more updates, same time, same station. Again, this is Joyce Timbaon for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.